Good morning, world. My name is Michaela. Where do I even start? Will I post this video? We'll find out. Yes, I'm sitting here with no makeup on this morning. I look like shit. I'm 46 years old. Normally, I would be getting Botox, but the last year or so, I've been a little brokish. So, priorities. We'll get there eventually. When I get Botox, this all disappears. It looks great, but also my voice sounds like shit. I just went through a case of laryngitis, like the second time now in my life, now in the last couple of years. I basically woke up and my voice was gone. And then I had to yell at my kids the next day, and that didn't help anything either. So here we are. I am not perfect. Isn't it great? I love it. Anyway, where do we start? Okay, applying makeup. I don't know shit about applying makeup. In fact, for the last year, I've kind of gone down this path of like trying to watch videos, reading, looking things up that I want to learn, and basically I've come to the conclusion I don't know a damn thing, like I was never formally taught makeup. My dad's girlfriend kind of like picked me up one day when I was like 16 and was like, hey, let's go to the store, you need some makeup, and helped me pick out some makeup. And from then on, I've had a very large interest in wearing makeup. But even then, sometimes you have an interest and other things kind of like are priorities. Work, kids, bullshit that you got to deal with just to get through your daily life. So, even though I feel like I'd learned a lot about makeup, I didn't know anything still. I especially became apparent like when I went to see Jeffree Star. It was like 2014, I want to say. He had released his makeup line and had put out like 3 lipsticks or something and was doing a tour. And I tried to get on the first tour and missed it. Got on the second tour because he had like a bonus one, and basically it was him standing in front of a room full of people applying makeup to a lady and showing us everything he had and whatnot. And it was like, I was so intrigued because I don't have like a lot of girlfriends. Like I had a best friend for many years. We aren't best friends now. It's a long story. She was always far more glamorous than me. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, like we both like to dress up in our own ways. And she was like, I always feel like I'm a tomboy. That's just me. Like, I'm the type of girl to go play with the boys. I'm always get along easier with guys, usually. I try not to have problems with anybody. It's just, life. Like, girls are weird sometimes. Like, they get jealous and, have quirks and whatever. That's a whole other story for another day. But I don't feel like I know a lot. It's like you think you know things and then you really start delving into the subject. You don't know a damn thing. Like, kind of like, like they tell you to go and get a college education, and then the one day you start your job and then it's like totally different from school. Anyway, the last year and a half, 2 years, probably longer than that, I've tried to find out more just about everything about application, color theory, brushes, brands. I've actually dumped a lot of money, my own money, in buying things. And sometimes I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, my mom doesn't really appreciate what I do, It's like she gets mad sometimes. I don't know if that's just because she doesn't understand. And sometimes, we fear things we don't understand. Sometimes I don't know if she, like, feels jealous, you know, like maybe I make her feel stupid, you know, like she sees me as knowing a lot about something that I'm still learning myself. I mean, a lot of people tell me I'm smart, but at the same time, a smart person should know they really don't know shit, you know. So I'm trying to learn. I've been watching a lot of videos. You know, what always drives me nuts is I watch people apply makeup to themselves, and I'm like, I do things so differently. The one video that really got me, though, is I was watching Erin Parsons, and she was doing Alexis Vogel's DVD, VHS tape, whatever it was. And I was like probably watching her show how Alexis Vogel applied makeup. That was like the closest to how I would apply makeup personally. Like a lot of the techniques and things she used is like things I use. You know, I like sponges quite a bit. I use Q-tips quite a bit, you know, like it's just dumb things, but not everybody does those little things. Everyone has their way of doing things, and it's so different. And, you know, my way of doing makeup has always been that I've seen something I've liked and I've tried to replicate it without knowing what the fuck I'm even doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And people look at me and they think I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I'm just trying to like watch people and learn from what they do and then do it on myself. And, you know, you can spend a lot of money and have a lot of things. You know, you can have the tools, but, you know, it doesn't mean anything until you try. So, even on days like that I don't have to wear makeup, sometimes, you know, before I go to bed, I'll try and do something. And I've been, you know, taking a lot of pictures of myself. And I mean, I can probably post some, and there's some I'm really proud of, and some are a lot harder. Like one day, I was reading Kevin Kwan's book, and he was talking about smudging or something, and I'm like, I was literally sitting there the next one, like trying to smudge, and it was such a bitch. Because here's the thing about me. More is more, okay? Like, you know, every time I do my cat eye, it's obnoxiously large. And I know, like, I could do, like, it's so hard for me to do a cutesy little, tiny little, you know, like you see some girls do it, and it looks perfect on them. They do it without a thought. They're just, ooh, ooh. And me, like, you know, I'll do it, and it's like, that's not enough. Then a little more. And next thing you know, it's like, and I'm looking at myself like, you know, I probably look pretty obnoxious sometimes, but that's what makes me happy. That's, you know, and there's things I see other people do that I don't personally do. Like concealer. I see people apply concealer all over their face, and I see how they use it to like lighten and stuff. Like, I use just enough concealer to cover up shit that I don't want people to see. You know, every time I put on all over foundation, it's like kind of like you're evening out the playing field and then putting back color. And, you know, when you do your blush and your contour. Contour is a base thing. It's probably changed my life. Erin Parsons was talking about Kevin Kwan's contour, and I've never really bothered to contour. Like, fuck that shit, you know, it's stupid. But I bought his contour, and as soon as I put it on, like, I had other products here. Don't get me wrong, I had some other products from other brands that I tried, and it wasn't until I got Kevin Kwan's contour and the color, the way it looked on my skin, the way it dirties up my face just right. I love it. In fact, I'll show you my contour. I need to order another one. Like, this thing has been, look at that. That's how much I love the contour. And I'm fair skinned, but lately I've been using like medium colored, like you know, I always wore fair. This is medium. And I've actually got the contour book with all 3 colors. And I could probably wear all 3 colors, which is shocking to me. Like, it's shocking to me, like, finding out what I can wear. Because sometimes, like, I think before I limited myself in my head. My dog is walking across the floor. Anyway, just wanted a quick introduction to myself. I don't know if I'll post this, but I'm going to do my makeup here and see how it turns out. And you can decide if I suck at it or not. Maybe, you know, eventually I'll make a video where I'll just watch me put it on. And I never know how long it's going to take, because sometimes I'm in a rush and I have X amount of time and I try to get done in X amount of time. Other times I dick around, you know, it just depends on my day. And with my job, you know, I'm very lucky that, you know, I can work, and some days it's not quite as busy and I can play around a little longer. So, but I still have to work very hard. Anyway, enough of that. This is me. This is how I look. Like I said, I'm 46. I wish I was younger, but I'm not, you know, and you know, I don't think I look terrible. I mean, I could look worse, I guess. I honestly didn't have wrinkles on my forehead until I hit about 42. And if I get Botox, I look fine. I love Botox. I love getting it in my lip, the little lip flip. Love it. But I'm up poor at the moment, and probably, I guess what it came down to is I could buy makeup or I could buy Botox last year. So I bought makeup. So this next year, I'm going to buy some fucking Botox. God damn it. Recommend it. 10 out of 10. If you can do Botox, do it. You know, find someone that will listen to you too, because you don't want to have droopy eyes. You know, but anyway, I'm Michaela. I love makeup, but even if you think I know something, I don't know shit. I'm still learning. I will always be learning. And that's that. So, have a good day.